This guy has so many problems with communication with women. He spends hours playing video games. He knows how fat he is. He knows that he has a lot of work to do, a lot of problems that he should solve. But he can't just start doing anything. He always solves his problem with fapping, because when he does it 5 times a day, he has no more power to just think how weak he is. And after this, he just goes to sleep. He repeats this every day and every night. Do you want to be like him? If not, this video is for you. I stopped watching Hub 100 days ago, and today I'll tell you about my experience, give you advice on how not to give it up, tell you how your life will change, and why you actually should stop watching porn if you haven't stopped yet. So firstly, you should understand that porn is drug, and fapping destroys your mental health. When you see thousands of naked girls in one day, for what you need to go outside, for what you need to try to speak with real girls, for what you will try to improve yourself to approach more women. If mind thinks that all the girls you have are real, you are perfect, all women want you. But problem is, it's not real. Your dopamine system is dying. Firstly, you watch videos with an average woman, after you watch it with anime girls, then you watch more people doing it. But man, what the hell is gay porn? What are you doing with yourself? Stop! When you engage in nofap, you may experience a boost in self-esteem. Nofap may help improve your relationship with others by increasing your social confidence. Also, you will have more energy and motivation to improve yourself. You will change the smell that attracts women. Your sleep becomes better. It's all happened because practice on nofap requires discipline and self-control, which can translate into other areas of your life. Remember, only if you have a balanced day, in which you exercise, sleep enough for your age, and don't eat unhealthy food, only in this case you will have the benefits of nofap. So it's not magic. Firstly, try to quit bad habits. Watching porn is one of the most dangerous habits. So solve this problem and then develop yourself and other healthy habits. You should clearly understand why and for what you're doing this. If you feel that you're a piece of shit that hate yourself so much, congratulations, there is a big chance that you can quit porn forever. It's easier to change yourself when you understand that you are not perfect and you have a lot of work to do with your habits and mental part. And why actually start thinking about fapping? It's happened because you have a lot of triggers on your phone. Limit your screen time on social media. Only in 1 hour you can see hundreds of girls in bikini. It's not normal. Don't be a social media slave. And when you remove your triggers, you will have less chance of thinking about porn fapping. And before you start, choose your aim. If you try to simulate retention in the first time, don't worry if your aim will be like 10 or 20 days, because when you achieve your goal, you can increase the number of days. For example, me, after 100 days I feel like it's really helped me and I can do more. And today I think 1 year it's good and not very hard aim for me. If you were addicted to porn, of course it's been impossible to quit porn forever in just 1 day. Probably you tried to do this before, but give it up. In this situation I recommend make little steps. It depends how often you do this before, and if you fapping every day, which equals 7 times a week, try just decrease the number of days every week. Try to fapping without your phone, and after a couple of months you will be more disciplined to never watch porn again. But if you break this right, probably you will hate yourself so much because of it. It's your point. Try to make this day your last day when you watch porn. So next advice, it's replacing time. Try to always be busy. When you're doing something you have less time to think about fapping. I also recommend to add some healthy habits, such as cold shower or just do sport. These things will also increase your dopamine and of course make you more disciplined. So how it was with me? For me it was not very hard because I felt how nofap helped me, how it increased my confidence and how much more power and energy I have. And even if it was all self-deception, it really helped a lot. So probably the first 10 days were the hardest. If I started thinking about fapping, I immediately told myself that I would not do it and that I should keep my focus and work harder. Also I try to be busy with something every minute and just have no time for this bad habit. When the number of days has grown beyond 30, I just can't lose this, and it was easier to keep nofap. So all I got were benefits. Over the past couple of years, waking up has become as comfortable as possible only when I began to live without porn. So I 100% recommend you stop watching porn. Don't put it off for tomorrow. Start now.